Hi and welcome to Wickersley Angling Centre. Today's little topic I want to talk about is, I must get this question asked to me 10 times a day. Al, I'm going to so-and-so, what elastic do I want? Al, I'm going to so-and-so, what elastic do you recommend for this? What elastic do you recommend for that? Fish I catch here are between £4 and £8. Fish I catch in this res are between £2 and £4. And obviously, with all the latest trends and what have you we've got on the fishing market now, we've got all the hollow elastics and all these new hybrid elastics. But the elastic of my choice, and they say this is only my opinion. Some people will slag me off for what I'm going to say and what have you, but I don't care anyway, so that's just me. My elastic that I like to use for all the different kinds of fishing that I do, and I think it still works as good for carp. As I said, we've got all these new hybrid elastics, we've got the hollows, but in my opinion, the best elastic that I found over the years is, and it's probably one of the oldest on the market. Me being 51-year-old, I can remember the old Zim elastic, which there was Zim, and there was an elastic out before that, and it come on a little white winder, and it were all the same colour, it were all white, but on the top of it you had a peg and it were banded green, red, yellow or black, and that determined your strengths. That were it. There were no sizes on it or anything like that, or diameters and millimetres and everything like that. So I do go back quite a while with pole elastics, and I can still remember the old metal crooks as well, what used to be on end at poles. But anyway, in my opinion, the best elastic for fish, don't matter whether it's a roach, a bream, a tench, a carp, anything between 1 ounce and 6 or 8 pound, I still think the best elastic on the market is the Preston Innovations original slip elastic. Now, as I said, we've got all these holler elastics, and we use a 5/6 hollow for F1s, and we use a grey elastic for this, and we use a bungee elastic for that. Honestly, if you're having trouble with elastics and you're not really sure of what size you should use, and sometimes you think, oh, that seems a bit harsh for that, or that seems a bit soft for that, give the good old, and you can still put them through your puller kits and through your side pullers and things like that. Give the old original slip elastic a go. It comes in sizes from, I think it's a number 3, which we use on the canals. 3s and 4s we use on canals for small roach and punch fishing and squat fishing and pinky fishing. Then my favourite size of them all, if I only had one elastic to put in my pole, is the number 5. And I've had fish out, bream and that, up to £5-6 with that. And if you're fishing on our canal like the Ayr and Calder and New Junction, a lot of your fishing's top 4 fishing anyway, so it's 8, 9, 10 foot deep, and you've got a decent rig on between, I don't know, 4x14s to a gram. You need an elastic that'll set the hook anyway, but not bump off your little fish. And the blue 5, in my opinion, is one of my all-time favourite elastics. Then they do a 6, which is a yellow coloured one. And then the elastic, if I only had to put one elastic into my pole to go fishing for any fish, any species, in any part of the world, it would be the black number 8 slip elastic. It is fantastic. You can use it for F1s, you can use it for bream, you can use it for carp, you can catch roach with it. I will now sometimes, because obviously poles have developed more, and we've got all these different kits now for us poles, so we can put elastic through 1 section, 2 sections, 3 sections. And honestly, the black number 8 slip elastic is, well, in my opinion, it's the best elastic that's ever been made, and you can catch absolutely anything with it. Then we go on to the 10. I don't use the 10 so much, but then they do a 12 and a 14. Our canal again for Ayr and Calder, New Junction. In summer, you catch some eels and some big eels, up to £1, £2. Some of them go, maybe even bigger. So I use the 12 or the 14 on my eel rigs. And then you can, you can give them some welly. You've got 016, 018 mainline on, and a good hook, a good strong hook. So the 12s and the 14s I use for that. And then they do a 16, which used to be the biggest elastic you could ever get. And that was for carp fishing. So, and you can still get carp out on it today, honestly. And the 16, you'll get fish out up to double figures. I know there is some more specialised elastics out after that in bigger sizes for fishing for bigger fish and what have you. And I say, we've got the hollers and that. But for 99% of most people's fishing, what they do, that would do you. And honestly, it lasts for ages. You get 4 or 5 metres on a spool. I think it's 5. You get 5 metres, so you can do, depending what size top kits, you can get between 1 and 3 or 4 top kits out of one lot of elastic, and it's £2.99. It's for note, really. And honestly, it will do exactly the same job as what most elastics do at 3, 4, 5 times that price.